Hello, hello, hello,
Hi.
hello. Um, this is our 23rd podcast, number 23, and we're going to have a little chat today about how to feel or how to be wholesome, feeling wholesome.
Yeah,
And we were just saying how we were feeling right now. And I was feeling quite tired, and you were feeling quite tired.
me too.
We've had a lot going on. Um, and
Yeah.
yeah, it sort of clicks into when you're feeling wholesome. I actually looked up the definition of it as well. Yeah, just being compassionate, loving, kindness, wholesome, um, morally, and yeah, just a wholesome, all good all rounder. Yeah.
Yeah. And now that we both tired, we talked about that sometimes we don't maybe want to acknowledge the tiredness,
Mm.
isn't it? And that already makes it a little bit less wholesome than it could be, the whole feeling of ourselves. Because I like to show myself a good picture of myself, and I don't want that people see that I am sometimes, yeah, pretty tired or things like that. So maybe,
No, that's really interesting point that you're you worry about, or not worry, but you have attention on what people think about you. And I think that's a really interesting subject in this time, especially when there's so much on social media and
yeah,
comparing yourself
yeah,
and what you
true.
should be like.
Yeah. While when I really think about it, and when I imagine how would I feel like if I would acknowledge just the tiredness and just be with that, or like continue my day with that, that would be so much relaxed for me. And actually, I can imagine how would that feeling good for me. That wouldn't embarrass me basically, because I can imagine how can I own it. But usually I don't go that far. For example, when I give a concrete example, for example, when I think about that I'm tired and I have to continue my day. I can think about when I was 20 years old and I was partying the whole night, and it had kind of a good feeling because I was doing something not worthwhile, but something I enjoyed, and then I could continue it. So there's a certain enjoyment in it that it's never ending. It can be an aspect of it that we are tired because we lived so much in the past
Mm.
couple days, that we had such a rich experiences of life, and if we take the happiness of it or the excitement of it, then it, I think, just washes through the experience, and then the tiredness is not something to be embarrassed about or to hide, but something that actually gives us a huge like addition to how we feel right now and who
Yeah,
we are.
I was just thinking about what we think about ourselves and how people perceive us. That
Mhm,
takes the wholesomeness away, doesn't it? That
mhm.
out of your well-being.
I
That
think
affects
basically,
your well-being, doesn't it?
yeah, yeah, but actually, I'm thinking completely the other opposite now. When someone is wholesome, that is very attractive to others, but that person already had to step through the thinking of what other will think of me, and live for themselves, and how they enjoy themselves and live that road out. How can I acknowledge everything I am now, I feel now?
Yeah. For me, yeah, I know it is like if someone is wholesome, or has aspects of it, it's that they're walking through life, um, experiencing whatever
Mm,
is meant to happen to them, whether it be um, whatever sad situations or challenging
mm,
situations, but they're walking through life experiencing it rather than hiding away from it and not showing up and
mm,
worrying about what people think, and not being their true potential. And I
yeah.
think actually that leads us on to um, the avatar course that we do. That really, like, this is one of
Mhm.
the books. It really helps you
Ah,
become your full potential. And it's always a work in progress because it's always, I know I've had that experience over the last 11 years of evolving and setting new
mhm.
goals and trying new things. And also you get the not so great stuff come along at the same time sometimes.
I think when someone is walking through their life with acknowledging everything in it, that is pretty dope. Like, but what I want to talk about now, what do you do with hard emotions? Because I think tiredness is not like, I don't consider it a negative emotion, but it's like just stopping us from the perfect picture of we are invincible. But now I'm thinking about the harder emotions like sadness or grief or um, like some heartache or something like how do you deal with that, or
Mm.
how are you wholesome with that? Do you have any thoughts around it?
Yeah, I mean, sad experience, like when you lose someone in your life.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, that I mean, we've all experienced in some form losing someone, whether they
Mm-hmm.
go out of your life or whether they die or whether they move abroad. There is a sort, well, my two daughters live on the other side of the world. There's a loss there. Um, um, I lost my grandmother when I was younger, two with both of them, one in the same year nearly. Um, how you manage that is, I think grief is a process.
Mm-hmm.
It
Mm-hmm.
is a process, and I
Yeah,
think if you miss part of the process, then you really are not wholesome.
that must be true. And what I'm thinking about, how can you be, you know, cool about it? How can you, while you are going through the phases of the grief, for example, how can you feel that you are cool? You are a cool
Yeah,
person for doing this.
I'll tell you what I've just thought of, and as an example, have you ever heard of Wim Hof? I just want to say
Uh-huh.
he lost the mother of his children for left him as a single dad with four children. And he found a technique to help
Mm-hmm.
him through the breathing. And now he's all over the world, and he moved through the grief and made a positive impact on the world, I guess. So I
Yeah.
think if we can find the blessings in loss, then that's a really cool thing.
Yeah. Yeah. um, it connects to what came to my mind because I was thinking of Disney movie Inside Out, where we can see a little bit closer look on the emotions. And what I learned from there is sadness brings community.
Yeah,
Like I think when we are sad, then we can connect so much more. I don't know, because then when we share whatever is on our heart, then we got lighter maybe, and then we create deeper connections with others, the ones that we can share this with, and then we can deepen our friendship. So, and what I'm trying to say, like, how can we benefit from feeling that, and how can we, like with tiredness, like I can see that as, oh, I accomplished so much in the past days, but like with sadness, I'm in this situation, like maybe it wasn't over my control that I ended up here, I lost someone or something, but then I think telling it, like speaking it out and speaking the heart, I think what you said about Wim Hof is so inspiring to others, this openness. And also, I think they feel honored when someone is sharing such deep part of themselves.
Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. And I think,
So
yeah, doing
maybe
do,
how
do
can we,
I
you and
think
me,
how
deepen
can
our
we,
friendship
yeah, yeah, yeah. And we
like
can
this?
do we can do think good things. I think they need, more kindness in the world would be nice.
Mhm.
Caring for others, just taking a little extra care. And that can make
Mhm.
you feel wholesome. And I know, have you heard of Jane
Now
Goodall?
I understand. Yes, yes,
And she, with the gorillas and the and how, all her research all her life, and uh, she's just an
yeah,
inspiration, very
yeah,
selfless.
totally. Yeah. Now I understand why the description of wholesome, the word is
Mm.
about kindness. Now I
Now,
understand.
yeah, yeah, in a nutshell, that's really cool. Maybe we could finish off maybe with the compassion exercise. That would be quite cool.
Yeah.
Can we
Do you
do that?
have it around you? Yeah.
Do.
Okay.
So this is a compassion exercise, and it's from the resurfacing book, actually, which is the first section of the Avatar course. And honesty with yourself leads to compassion for others. And the objective is to increase the amount of compassion in the world, and the expected result is a personal sense of peace. So I'd like you to choose someone you'd like to extend the compassion exercise to in your life. For the viewers and the listeners, is someone that's personal to you. It could be someone around you. If you'd like to choose someone, let me know when you're ready.
I
Okay,
was already ready when you
you're ready,
said
ready. Okay.
it.
So with attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is seeking some happiness for her life. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is trying to avoid suffering in her life. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person has known sadness, loneliness, and despair. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is seeking to fulfill her needs. With attention on the person, repeat to yourself, just like me, this person is learning about life. And love is an expression of the willingness to create space in which something is allowed to change. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think if we're already here, we should mention that an online avatar course is actually going to start this weekend, because we are on Tuesday now, 11th of June, and the 14th, yes,
15th,
14th,
Saturday the 15th.
15th on Saturday starts with the resurfacing workshop, which includes this beautiful exercise. And on 9 days, if we roll on, you can jump in whenever you want. So
Yeah,
the
and
open space.
if anyone is interested and wants to find out a bit more, we're doing some what is Avatar introduction timing slots. So you're welcome to connect with us and come and find out what
Exactly.
it's about. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay, thank
listening.
you. Thank you for listening and being with us. And we can't wait to come back with the next episode. Until then, take care and
Yeah.
have a wonderful
Be
day.
wholesome. Be wholesome.
Be wholesome.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye.
Bye.